Today, we'll explore a possibility that can radically change your life, the ability to attract the outcome of a significant event with your energy or even ask the universe for things to happen as you desire. If this sounds crazy to you, I invite you to stay with me, because in this video I'm going to reveal a universal quantum law composed of 3 steps and something that no one has told you before. We go back to the 20th century when the world was about to experience an unprecedented change in history. A revolutionary theory emerged, quantum physics, also called the Copenhagen interpretation. The main precursor of this theory was Werner Heisenberg, a German theoretical physicist who won the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1932 for creating quantum mechanics. His work on the matrix formulation of quantum mechanics was totally revolutionary and laid the foundations for understanding and describing the incredible behavior of tiny subatomic particles. The Copenhagen interpretation holds that a quantum system exists in a superposition of states until an observation or measurement is made. During this superposition, the system can be in multiple states simultaneously, without taking any defined value. However, when a measurement or observation is made, the system's wave function collapses into a particular state, and the system stabilizes in that definitive state. But don't worry, this is just an introduction. We don't need to delve into the technical aspects for now, as we're going to simplify the theory so that the knowledge is not only easy to digest but also to apply. The collapse of the wave function is a non-deterministic process, which means that it cannot be predicted with certainty which particular state will result after the collapse. We can only calculate the probabilities for each possible state. The Copenhagen interpretation emphasizes the role of the observer in quantum theory, and this is crucial for what we're going to explore now. According to this interpretation, quantum descriptions only make sense in relation to a specific observer or experiment. Furthermore, this interpretation does not attempt to offer a complete ontological explanation of the subatomic world, but rather focuses on the relationships between observables and measurements. Now, why is observation so important? It's important because when we observe, we develop attention, and when we pay attention, something wonderful happens. We are able to manifest a desired quantum event in our lives. This is what many call making a request to the universe. Today I'm going to teach you how to direct your attention correctly, and you'll discover that it's the most powerful thing you can do if you really want to create realities. This is something very profound that they don't teach you anywhere, neither in conventional educational institutions nor in any type of institution. For this, the first thing you need to understand is how our focus can determine which version of reality will manifest. And for that, we need to understand how energies behave. Every time you feel stuck in your life and your goals, if you're at a point where you're working to achieve something and simply not getting the expected results, you feel frustrated. And by surrounding yourself with negative energy and pessimism, you'll only attract more of that negative energy that will remain trapped around you. When energy is stagnant, you only repeatedly experience the same circumstances. You should know that what directs and allows the flow of energies is attention. Where attention goes, energy flows. And we can relate this to what the great Dr. Joe Dispenza says: our focus and our attention determine whether energy will flow or not and where it will go. Now, human beings possess 2 main types of attention: polar attention and non-polar attention. How do these 2 types of attention work? It's simple. Polar attention has the power to attract and repel reality. But we're more interested in attracting. When we're faced with a problem and analyze it with a cool head from different perspectives, isn't it much easier to find a solution? It happens that many times, when we're attracting, we're simultaneously repelling. On the other hand, non-polar attention is completely neutral and has the power to dissolve reality. But what does all this mean? Let's clarify it a bit. It means that when we think positively about something, life doesn't care about the true nature of our attention or the circumstances surrounding it, but about our feelings. For example, if we focus a lot of our attention on the lack of money, we'll always be faced with situations that make us spend more and more. However, if we think and feel that money flows harmoniously in our life, things will always happen that make us earn more money. That's why everything we feel, whether positive or negative, if we surround ourselves with any kind of feelings, is what we'll attract. Unfortunately, most people live their lives afraid that nothing will improve, that their projects are difficult to realize, always in survival mode, and this conditions us to live surrounded by those circumstances. But what can we do to change this reality? Well, it's very simple. Change your attention towards what you want instead of focusing on what you don't want. And this takes us back a bit to the contrast theory that Abraham talks about, which we'll explore another time. For now, we're going to practice a method called accept and redirect, using polar and non-polar attention. There are 3 main steps to put this into practice, and thus all the energy you give to negative attention will dissipate, and you'll have more energy available to create what you really want to achieve. Step number 1, accept. Accepting and imagining the worst possible scenario can be uncomfortable and distressing, but it can be useful to prepare and take preventive measures. Here's an example of how to do it. Imagine you have an important presentation at work. The worst possible scenario could be that you get extremely nervous or maybe completely forget your speech, a complete disaster in front of your colleagues and bosses. Once you've imagined that scenario, you could start planning preventive measures. For example, practicing the speech several times to make sure it's completely memorized, doing a pre-presentation to a group of friends to familiarize yourself with the public speaking environment, as well as researching breathing and relaxation techniques. All of this will give you a sense of security and confidence. Although it's important to prepare for the worst possible scenarios, it's also necessary to remember that most of the time, these extreme situations don't materialize. We shouldn't allow the fear of the worst to prevent us from moving forward or enjoying our lives. When we accept something, we can't have resistance. You can't accept a circumstance and at the same time resist it. Thus, acceptance is the antidote to resistance. You won't be giving your energy to resist, but if you continue to resist, you continue to feed it, and thus it's more likely to become reality. Step number 2, perceive. You must perceive how this unfortunate event will be and remember that it's we who give positive or negative energy. It's necessary to learn to discard those thoughts that bring no benefit. Remember, if during the day you have at least 51% positive thoughts, that day is won. But you must be wondering how we can achieve this, and the answer lies in habits. Each day we reach that 51% of positive thoughts, we pave the way for the formation of a habit. Therefore, direct your attention towards positive thoughts and use this correctly. When you've practiced this method enough, you'll become unstoppable. By embracing these 3 steps and making them part of your daily life, your quantum events will manifest powerfully. Furthermore, applying the law that will grant you everything you desire, you can use the law of assumption to put it into practice. I'm going to share a very effective method from Neville Goddard, which is not to think about the goal, but to think from the goal, putting yourself in the role of the person you want to be. Don't miss it because this is crucial for manifestation. If this video resonated with you, I invite you to give it a like and also subscribe to our channel. Share this video with others so they can benefit from this message, and don't forget to leave a comment below sharing your thoughts, reflections, and experiences. Thank you once again. I wish you great success as a manifester, and we'll see you in the next video. Remember, you have the power to create your reality. Quantum physics has shown us that the observer plays a crucial role in determining reality. You are that observer in your life. Direct your attention towards what you desire, accept what is, perceive the possibilities, and redirect your energy towards your goals. Constant practice of these principles can lead to profound changes in your life. Don't underestimate the power of your thoughts and emotions. Each day is an opportunity to manifest the reality you desire. Until our next encounter, keep your attention focused on your dreams and allow the universe to conspire in your favor. May the quantum force be with you.